Welcome, everyone. It is Monday, August 24th, 2026, and we are heading to court in Clark County, Nevada, for day 6 of Nevada versus Duane Keith Davis, aka Keffe, in the Tupac Shakur homicide. Looks like they're about to get started. We're going to head right in to the courtroom of Judge Carli Kierny. Now, last week was a little bit of tediousness in listening to all of the audio for his interviews in the past, he being Keffe. But it was important. A lot of the testimony will be around that this week. So let's get in and see what the prosecution has in store for us for witnesses. Looks like they will be starting pretty much on time this morning, hopefully. I do hope everyone had a great weekend.
This court part 2 is now in session. The Judge Kierny presiding.
Good morning, everyone. You can all be seated. We're on record in State versus Davis, C-377-407. Welcome back, everybody. Anything we need to address outside the presence?
Your Honor, I do have some concern with regards to the state's current presentation of evidence in this case.
Okay.
There was some discussion, I believe, that was on recording. That was something that I did not believe should have been included. Some prior bad act that was in the first, I don't know, maybe 5 or 6 minutes of the recording that we listened to on Friday. I did not make an objection to that particular point because I was trying to figure out whether it came in under some motion practice prior, and I don't believe it does.
And specifically, what bad act is that?
Is that Mr. Davis is talking specifically about criminal history, and he mentioned something along the lines that he was involved in a shooting, and that and it was also because of drugs. We've always known about drugs, that's in his criminal history, but with regards to his reference to a shooting, I think it's highly prejudicial in this case. And I don't know where it's at in there. I was trying to figure out with my people over the weekend where it was exactly, but we don't have this exact recording.
Okay. So in my motion regarding the bad acts and regarding essentially all of the evidence that was going to be admitted in this case, there was a caveat that there would be certain things that would be excluded, that could be redacted out. Was this something you were familiar with in your previous listenings, or it just kind of took you by surprise when you heard it this time?
Well, we don't have the proposed redacted version of this.
There is no redaction done to this whatsoever. There was a request made to redact it, but our motion specifically addressed that his first criminal conviction was a misdemeanor for shooting into the occupied structure.
Can I finish with Mr. Sanft real quick,
Sure.
and then I'll turn to you, Mr. DiGiacomo. Mr. Sanft, go. You may finish.
Oh no, I was listening to Mr. DiGiacomo. So I mean, to me,
Okay.
to me, the bigger issue is that we have this recording now. I mean, obviously, if there's things in there that is potentially going to be a problem, there would be, at least in the state, some effort to reach out to me and say, hey, here are the things that we think that still falls under the purview of what the court order was in this case, and maybe there's some things in here you want to discuss. I would think that would have been a discussion prior to the publication of it. I just presumed that what we were hearing up on the with this particular witness on Friday was the stuff that we had already heard. The problem is, like I said, there's a reference to a shooting in here, there's a reference to another, I can't remember what the other act is that's in there. But once again, it goes back to the fact that there was some motion practice done on this, and I agree with the court. The other part of the problem is that, we've had reference to the Biggie Smalls murder. The state in their own motion practice had indicated that they weren't going to, that the Biggie Smalls murder had nothing to do with the Tupac investigation. And to me,
I think with Mr. Duane Davis had no involvement in the Biggie Smalls. And we've admonished the jury that there is no indication that he has anything to do with that at this point. But ultimately, the nexus of this investigation was such that they were investigated together, for better or for worse.
Right. And I mean, we can sit here and talk words all day with that jury waiting outside, but I think what we're proposing the court to do, what I would propose the court to do, is just have some type of limiting instruction to the jury, in indicating to them you may be hearing other things that are not the the focus of this particular investigation of Tupac's murder, something along those lines, just a limiting instruction.
Sure. Mr. DiGiacomo, do you have an objection to the limiting instruction?
No, I actually think before every witness, maybe you just read that Tavares instruction to them
Okay.
each time.
So just to remedy what we're talking about now, I'll have Mr. Sanft propose a limiting instruction, and then I'll, from here on out, given the party's dual request, I'll read the Tavares instruction unless it's a witness that has nothing to do with, if it were, for example, the gentleman who'd taken the photo, he wouldn't have anything to do with the bad acts that we wouldn't have to read. But if it were anybody else, anybody, probably law enforcement at this point, I can read it.
Yes, Judge, and just so that there's complete candor to the court, we did a motion on his prior shooting. It sounds like to me it's not real clear. We didn't do a motion on his 2015 conviction. I didn't realize until it was rolling and you hear it's actually being spoken that he does reference some police contact in 2015. And I do realize he was convicted of that. I didn't know or recognize that was in there. If the court wants to, since we're past that portion where he talks about it, we can have somebody redact the audio so that the one that goes back to the jury removes the reference to the 2015 conviction. Because he talks about the last time I was in the feds or the last time I was in prison, and then he mentions 2015.
Okay.
And that has to do with an event that's completely unrelated to our investigation. I just didn't realize, I didn't tie those two together until I heard the audio being played with the transcript.
Okay. So we'll have that redacted when it does go back in case they spend more time with it. Mr. Sanft, what is the proposed instruction that you would like at this time for me to read to the jury when they walk in?
You're asking me to put words together?
Yeah. That's your job. That's
know,
what you're good at.
It is my job. Here's my famous people.
Okay.
Your Honor,
I'll let Colleen make a proposal.
Yes, Your Honor, I would think it'd be something along the line.
I'm going to let him propose it.
Yeah, that'd be proposing.
All right, then we can have some discussions about what it actually is.
Okay, let him propose it, and then you can object. But I think it's cleaner for the record if he proposes it.
I don't know that it matters for Tavares, but okay.
Huh?
I don't think it matters for the purposes of Tavares, but okay.
This isn't a Tavares instruction. The Tavares instruction's already been determined because this isn't something that's being let in for the purposes that I let in bad acts. This is something that they're asking just to disregard.
That's only the 2015.
Yeah.
The
Correct.
shooting should still come in because the court ruled upon that.
Yeah, that's what I thought we were talking about.
So what is the shooting is there for credibility of the statements of defendant, motive, and identity?
Yes, in his book, he starts off with, my first criminal conviction is shooting into an occupied house, and describes the event. That comes in. What shouldn't come in, and if he wants a limiting instruction on, is the 2015. I don't know if they would want a limiting instruction since we're going to redact the audio before the jury gets it. We'll also redact the transcript before the jury gets it. So I don't know if he wants to draw attention because they may not have caught.
I'm going to let them talk, and then I'll let you guys weigh in.
I do have one other further matter, Your Honor.
Okay.
We're done with this particular issue. The other issue is this: with regards to Mr. Dorsey's testimony, we have a record from Detective Marc, who interviews Mr. Dorsey prior to his testimony. His testimony, though, on the stand really made things a little bit more easier to understand in terms of how his relation is with this case. In essence, what happens is that BET is asked by the district attorney's office to produce documents. Maybe it was through Marc. Maybe Marc is the one who does it. But in either event, BET says, okay, here's what we're going to produce. And they produce the actual finished product as their production.
Right.
They don't introduce B-rolls. They don't do anything other than that. And they basically said, that's all we've got. I think Mr. Diaz or Rios or whatever his name was prior to this had said something along the same lines that, hey, this is just how they do. The problem with what we're doing now is this. Mr. Dorsey gets up there and testifies and he says, look, my job, from what I understand, was to listen into the interview that's being conducted between Mr. Davis and the interviewer, whoever that person is. And he's supposed to be there to really sort of make sure that Mr. Davis is not lying or saying something that's off from what he understands the 2008 proper session to be, the recording. Here's the problem with it. At the end of what he does, and what he's proposed now, what the state is now using, is surreptitious recordings in between the official recordings by BET. Now, what does that mean? That means that while Mr. Davis is sitting in that room, he's sitting in that room with the interviewer, and at some point he's going to be asking for breaks. He's going to be asking for time to talk to somebody else.
Okay.
Which we understand it to be Wayne Higgins, his
His
attorney.
attorney.
Those conversations are not hot mic conversations. They are conversations between attorney and client, and there is a reasonable expectation of privacy there because of the fact that it's done off camera, because BET does not record it. And on top of it too, that as that's happening, they're talking in a tone, they're not yelling and screaming it out loud, but they're talking in a tone to say, hey, what do we do here, whatever the issues are. I think those parts of this recording that Mr. What's his name again? Dorsey had done, thank you, had done, I think those are parts that need to be included from the jury's understanding, because here's the thing. I understand he's not a state actor. I understand that it doesn't fall under this idea of, hey, well, he wasn't ordered by a detective to do that, and Dupree is definitely not a detective at this particular point. However, it is still a crime in California to record someone's conversations that they believe is private. Regardless of if we're in a room and having a conversation, if I'm having a conversation with this individual sitting right next to me and I believe that is private, under California law, that is still illegally obtained material.
But ultimately, the remedy for a private actor acting in a nefarious, illegal, whatever you want to call it way, is not exclusion against the state, because the state's not the actor doing that. So that was sort of my comment when it was brought up that way. I think the attorney-client privilege argument is definitely more interesting and is new. Or any final word on that before I turn to Mr. DiGiacomo?
Well, I mean, because here's the issue that we have. Right now, what we have is an individual who basically takes his iPhone out, plugs it down on a speaker next to where he's at. He's hiding in a room to avoid detection by Mr. Davis, and he's recording the entire time. You hear other people communicating or having some type of discussion on top of his recording, which means that it's done openly in front of this mic or whatever he's at. He doesn't see a screen or monitor. He doesn't know what is being recorded or not. He just records the whole thing. The concern that I have with it is right now, as we're watching and listening to what's being played by the state, we don't see where exactly it is that they're going to bring in the parts that are not in the transcripts that we have from the recording. That's the official BET offering versus the stuff that they have that would have the additional thing on top of it, the surreptitious recording by Mr. Dorsey.
Okay. State.
Two things. Mr. Dorsey had a transcript of his recordings that has been provided to the defense.
Okay.
And there's a transcript of the official BET recordings, which, if you notice while listening to it, even the BET transcripts does not pick up background conversations or transcribe background conversations between other people when Mr. Diaz is asking questions.
Okay.
Mr. Dorsey will testify, because I specifically had asked him about the attorney-client thing. He will testify at no point in time when Mr. Davis is talking to Mr. Higgins, is there not a third party present from E1 Entertainment. So there is no privileged communication that occurs between Mr. Davis and his attorney. Even at one point, you're going to hear Mr. Davis say, hey, hold on, this is a hot mic.
Let's bring him in and do a short evidentiary hearing then on that issue of attorney-client privilege.
Sure.
Okay.
I assume he's back there.
We'll have Mr. Dorsey come in real quick. We'll have him resworn, and then we'll just proceed on this limited issue outside the presence, and then ultimately I'll make a determination. I understand it's your proffer, but that's what he's going to say, but I'd rather have it fleshed out.
That's fine.
Bring in Mr. Dorsey, just Mr. Dorsey, no jurors. No jurors yet.
Okay, so they're going to get this all hammered out before we go into testimony this morning, but valid issue here. But I'm a little curious as to why this didn't all come up prior. This evidence that was going to be presented was well known beforehand. And I think that perhaps the defense didn't get to scrutinize it as well as they thought, or they just missed it, because these are issues that could have been addressed before Dorsey even took the stand and these recordings were played. it is difficult because Keffe D, Duane Davis does speak a lot
Dorsey,
about
you're
his
gonna have
prior
your sworn in?
crimes.
Raise your hand. You do solemnly swear the testimony you're about to give in this section shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
You may be seated. May I have you state and spell your first and last name for the record?
Yes, it's Michael Dorsey, MichaelDorsey.
All right, thanks for coming back, Mr. Dorsey. Hope you had a good weekend. We just needed to do a quick outside the presence sort of hearing, so I can determine the legality of some things that are coming in, okay? Or not, potentially not coming in. So I'll let Mr. DiGiacomo ask some questions about the issue we brought up.
Mr. Dorsey, I know there's times on this recording where you capture conversations that involve the defendant, Duane Higgins.
Yes,
During those conversations, were they ever alone in a room having a conversation? Was there always a third party present?
I believe they were always in the studio, and there are, I think most of the time you actually hear Mario talking with them. It's like a three-way conversation. So I understand like how privilege works to some extent, and it sounded to me like always he was still in the studio, didn't go outside into a hallway, and again, you can hear Wayne Higgins talking with him.
And not just Mario Diaz. Isn't there a number of people
Yes.
to do this production that have to be in that room?
Correct. There would have been another producer. There's the sound recordist. There's at least one videographer. There's probably at least a lighting person in there. There's at least a good half dozen people in that room with them.
And at one point, does Mr. Davis make some comment about, hey, careful, this is a hot mic?
He does, yes. He's kind of whispering, this is a hot mic.
So at no point where you're capturing or recording there's not other people within, and describe the size of the studio.
Sure,
for
it's a
us.
very small studio. It's probably a quarter the size of this courtroom.
So it's a very small room with
Yes.
4 or 5 people in it
Pretty
where he's
grand.
having this conversation.
That's correct, yes.
Nothing further.
Mr. Dorsey, where are you when these conversations are taking place?
I was in an office down the hall.
Okay, and so you had eyes on the studio the entire
I
time?
did not have eyes on the studio, no.
Okay. You could hear
Yes.
people speaking as to everything that was being said in there?
Yes.
And how were you recording again? Remind me.
I had a pair of headphones and I had my phone and I just hit record.
Okay,
Put the
and
headphones
so
on the
it's
phone.
essentially the studio audio that you're using.
Exactly, the live audio coming right from the studio, yes.
So it's a room. Do you know if the studio has signs that they're recording at all times? Like signage that says something like, this is a recording studio. You are
Sure.
subject
Yeah,
to
most
recording.
like-
Things like that.
Yes,
I've
recording
seen-
studios typically have the signs up like that. Plus, of course, he would have signed a release, so he knows he's being recorded.
Okay, got it. Anything further? Sorry, I sort of hijacked that a little bit, Mr. DiGiacomo.
Not from the state.
Mr. Sanft, you may cross.
Okay, Mr. Dorsey, you've never met Mr. Davis before.
We've never met. We've seen each other before.
Okay, so on the day of the recording, you made it a point to not run into Mr. Davis, fair?
Correct.
You were actually in this other room,
That's correct.
and you're there just with headphones on.
Yes.
So.
And I saw him walk by. I know
Right.
he's disagreeing with me right now. I watched him go by,
Sure, and that's fine.
and he looked at me.
Okay, are you done with the answer?
Yeah, sure am.
Okay. Now, in terms of your work, I want to make sure I'm clear. Are you working as an employee of BET?
No.
Okay, what are you at that point?
I am a contract employee, work for hire, as a technical consultant for specifically this production. I'm not hired by BET. I'm hired by the production company.
By the production company,
Yes, sir.
and that's Entertainment One?
Entertainment One and Creature Films, like a subsidiary of Entertainment One.
All right, and then in terms of your work with Entertainment One, that was bound with a confidential agreement, right?
Yes,
Do you have proof right now that you're no longer bound to that agreement?
I do. I have a letter from an attorney at Paramount Pictures, which owns BET, approving me sharing my information. And then I also have an email from Marc Ford, the head of Creature Films, also saying he had no objection.
Okay, so in your work with Entertainment One, what you basically do is you have your phone or whatever recording device down
Yes.
next to the monitor in which you're listening to a conversation.
Correct.
You cannot tell us who's where in your recording, correct?
Correct.
You just hear noises, right?
That's right.
Now, in terms of the actual recording itself, as the individuals sitting there, are they sitting with mics on their lapels as they're sitting there being interviewed by that person?
What you mean, the person conducting the interview, is he wearing a mic?
Is he wearing a mic and is the person that he's interviewing wearing a mic?
I don't know if the Mario Diaz, for example, is conducting an interview. I don't know if he was wearing a lapel mic, but there would be 2 mics in the room minimum. There would be a lapel mic on Keffe, and then there would be a shotgun mic over him that is kind of capturing everything else in the room.
Right, and so in terms of what you're recording, you don't know, for instance, if the cameras are on and off because you're actually just listening to sound.
That's correct.
And in terms of the interview, you understand that Wayne Higgins was in the room as well as.
Yes.
Mr. Davis.
Yes, he was there for the entire first interview, and then he was like 10 minutes late to the second interview.
All right, now, before we were listening to this, are there any moments at all where Mr. Davis is talking loudly during what you would think would be a private conversation?
Loudly. He's just using a normal indoor voice is what I would say.
Okay, and then when you say that there was this statement that this is a hot mic,
Yes,
fair to say that that was a reminder to whoever he's talking to that, hey, this should be kept private.
correct.
All right.
Yeah.
So there were times where there was an understanding, or at least an idea that what they were going to have a conversation about.
There was one time, that was the only time.
Now, after you had recorded what you did in this
Yes.
case, which is the entire thing,
Correct.
you never had his permission to record all of it, right?
I didn't need his permission
Why?
because he's there to be recorded. He's got mics on him. He has lights and a camera pointed at him. He's in a production studio. I'm officially hired on as a crew member. I'm allowed to do whatever I want.
No.
And-
Let's back up here to make sure I'm clear.
Sure.
You're a crew member, but you don't own the rights to the production itself, right?
Correct.
And you don't own the rights in terms of what the camera angles are or anything along those lines.
That's correct. I could not put this on YouTube and profit from it.
Okay, well, back up here again. I want to make sure I'm clear. Did you take that audio recording that you made and give it to either Entertainment One or any of the subsidiaries in this case?
No.
Okay, so you basically took something that you didn't have permission to take.
That's not true.
Okay, well, back up here. Tell me who you got permission from.
I didn't need permission. Do you understand? There's no permission needed for that. I'm there to do it. I made the recording because he showed up for the first interview, not ready for his interview to be conducted. So I knew it was going to be broken up into 2 days. So I said, I'm going to make a recording of this so that I can make sure we ask the correct follow-up questions when we come back. That's the only reason I made this recording.
But you're not the contract person. You don't have a contract.
I apologize, we're way afield of the issue that the court needs to rule upon, and this sounds like cross-examination for a jury.
Oh, I'll get back into it, Jerry. I'm just saying as of right now, Judge, we have a problem with this. Thank you. And just to make sure I'm clear, you take that recording and that's the recording that you're now publishing here for the jury, right?
Publishing, no. Playing for the jury, yes. Publishing, it suggests publicly. I'm not putting this out to the public.
That was a legal terminology,
Okay.
but you're playing that for the jury now.
Yes, sir.
I have no further questions.
Anything further, State? All right. In general, the attorney-client privilege under 49.095 is broken when you speak in front of a third party who's unrelated to the legal team. Here, it appears as though Mario Dorsey and there others were potentially present for the conversations. Additionally, the setting of the interview itself does not lend itself to a belief that the conversations would be privileged and or private. It's a recording studio. The purpose is there to be recorded. A release is signed so that the person can be recorded. The entire room is microphoned up. Additionally, there are microphones on the people participating in the interview. In general, this isn't a situation that would lend itself to private conversations. I think based on the testimony, they are not privileged conversations. Circling back to the issue regarding the instruction to the jury, Mr. Sanft, is there anything, did you want me to reread the Tavares instruction, which I can add something related to the unrelated shooting to? That proposal for that would be this. You have heard testimony regarding drug trafficking, conspiracy, a federal conviction, gang affiliation, and an unrelated shooting.
Judge, that's not an unrelated shooting. In 2015, he lets the cops come in his house and they find a gun and I think some drugs, and that's what he goes to prison on in 2015. The shooting he's talking about is his teenage shooting that's written about in his book. So Mr. Shams was conflating the two.
Okay.
The 2015, I think.
So how about
I believe
this,
is
instead of federal conviction, prior criminal convictions?
a conviction in 2015? Because that's the only one that wasn't
My
part of the
point
motion.
is saying that it was unrelated, is saying that it's unrelated to this incident.
Correct, unrelated 2015 incident.
So what's your proposal, Mr. Sanft? I saw you had a piece of paper.
Yes, Your Honor, myself and the defense team worked on Tavara's instruction that says you are instructed that any testimony and or evidence introduced about any unrelated shootings and or murders is not admitted and should not be considered for propensity purposes, but instead for the purposes of motive, intent, or to establish the credibility of defendant statements.
It's not only not to be considered for propensity, it's not to be considered for any outside thing other than those narrow exceptions that we've delineated.
Okay, that's the propensity purposes was the.
So if you're okay with that defense, you want to add or any other purpose somewhere, okay.
Yeah, we can add it more.
Okay, let them add that and then bring it up to me and I'll use that as my master. And we'll ultimately end up giving this instruction to the jury in their packet.
Thank you.
So that's your suggestion, and that is granted, Mr. Sanft. As soon as Ms. Panduke finishes looking at it. Almost there, Mr. Dorsey. Give us a minute.
I'm fine.
Okay.
Okay, so we do have a limiting instruction. However, we are going to get the full interview. It is coming in. So no privilege there. It was being recorded by the other parties anyway. It is not, it just includes extra stuff. It's, you know, I understand why the defense tried to get it limited or out, but because it is damaging to Duane Davis, the way he was talking in between. But the man was hired as an outside contractor to do an interview, and this is the research of the interview. He wanted to be prepared. I think and they did ask for everything except the polished product. They wanted all the back work, and this is the back work. So it's coming in. It's like a double-edged sword. Careful what you ask for.
Except for the purposes of motive, intent, to establish the credibility of defendant statements. Let's see if you can read it, judges. Some Binu, some Pauline's handwriting.
God, guys. You should both be doctors here.
I know. I'll rewrite it for you.
No, it's okay.
You sure?
I think I got it.
Okay. Have a little.
Okay, so this is what I'm going to read. Tell me if there's an objection. You are instructed that any testimony and or evidence introduced about any unrelated shootings and or murders is not admitted and should not be considered by you for propensity or any other purpose. It is admitted only for the purposes of motive, intent, or to establish the credibility of defendant statements. Any objection?
No.
Perfect. All right, I can read it. So as soon as we bring the jury in, I'll apologize for being a little bit late, my fault, and then I will read them the limiting instruction and we'll get going.
Should we leave Mr. Dorsey on the stand?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
All right, so as soon as that jury's ready to go, we'll go.
Okay, so jury coming in, and we're going to start with continuing testimony of Michael Dorsey, which started on Friday.
Stand for the jury.
As a reminder, Michael Dorsey is the filmmaker in part for doing the interviews that were in Murder Rap.
So the party stipulated from this jury.
Yes, Your Honor.
You may be seated. All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you had a good weekend. I apologize for the delay. We had a legal issue that I did need to decide before we brought you in, so I do appreciate your patience in that matter. There's a limiting instruction that I need to read to you, and then we're going to resume with Mr. Dorsey's testimony. You are instructed that any testimony and or evidence introduced about any unrelated shootings and or murders is not admitted and should not be considered by you for propensity or any other purposes. It is admitted only for the purpose of motive, intent, or to establish the credibility of defendant's statements. All right, Mr. DiGiacomo, Mr. Dorsey has already been sworn, and so you may proceed.
Thank you. Mr. Dorsey, in that first portion, the first 35-17, we're about to get back to it. Let me ask you this. After 2019, did you become aware that Mr. Davis published a book?
Yes,
Did you read the book?
I did.
Were there historical facts he provided you in 2017 that were included within that book?
Yes, there were biographical facts from his childhood. They were in both.
And do you recall what those various biographical
I do.
background, if you could tell the ladies and gentlemen?
Sure. One of the stories was how his first time hanging out with the Crips when he was 9 years old, and he was shooting dice, and his dad drove by and saw him and ended up, punishing him for that. He talked about playing Pop Warner football with Suge Knight. And not just that, but also he talked about going to Suge's house after they would win for parties in their backyard, like pool parties. He talked about a baseball coach at the Compton College who was dealing drugs. I think Keffe was like in middle schooler, and he started running as kind of a courier for that guy. It was his first introduction to the drug game. He talked about being in the Upward Bound program at UCLA, and there may have been one other detail in there, but all details that I've only ever heard in that interview and read in his book. So I conclude that the author could have only gotten those from him.
All right, Judge, I'm going to do a little bit to fast forward this to 35-17, I think we were at.
And we put on record, when you paused it. Did you write that down?
It was 35-17 was where we paused it. And so I'm trying to get there. This program doesn't make it real easy to just jump that far.
Sounds good.
Nope, went a little too far.
Man, you don't think? Man, my boy Cook was rolling up, he's going to the club tonight, rolling up videos on there. I guess they was.
Sorry, Judge, the transcript won't come up if I don't start it.
Start it over?
I'm not starting it over. I just have to roll from here to wherever we're going. So I'm just going to have to guess, and hopefully we're close.
No, we had ran into him at the House of Blues.
Sorry. One more time here. We may just have to listen to a little bit more than we.
Just that night, seemed like dude stuck his head up my ass on me. You know what I'm saying? He's a special agent in charge of the made fun of me. Since that night, that dude made my life a little bit. You know, I did a 5.5. He came up here at least 10 times.
I'm going to stop this.
Before his interview in 2017, had you ever heard of Special Agent Palel?
I don't think so. I don't remember hearing much about the federal investigations into him. That was new information to me.
Told the warden, we got out here, he's a serial killer. I'm like, oh, fuck. You know what I'm saying? Killing rappers.
Like, how did it, evolve? Like, you guys were cool, and then you hung out a lot together.
When these people come to California, usually meet up and have fun. I was involved with that. In fact, I was doing better than him back then. Shit. Fun, man.
Did he ever talk about shook? Did he ever talk about getting scared?
fucked up. Is that?
I said, did he ever talk about Suge? Did he ever talk about being scared and like, you know, all the bullshit, go back and forth, the East Coast, West Coast shit?
You talked about that later on in our relationship.
That's right.
That's what I mean. Like, you know, when did we get to that spot, that place? When you guys were talking about that.
I remember my boy Zip was rolling up, he was going to the club one night, rolling up Green from the neighborhood. His phone rang. He was like, I guess they must have fucking played it. Something, I don't know. He's like, man, let me speak to Keffe. Got on the phone. What's up, dog? He's like, man, I'm giving a concert out there. You want to tour on the West Coast. That's what was think it's cool to come out there. I said, why it wouldn't be cool? He's like, the big CEO guy. CEO guy? He's like, yeah, the big guy. I knew what he was talking about. He was like cold or shit. I guess I was kind of scared of the guy. So we went to the Urban Mellors. It was some jam. Oh, this is really fun. He had the hottest song out in the world. You know what I'm saying? Shit, that song was One More Chance. Pulled me in on the stage. Suge was right there. So I came off the stage, he asked me, man, how you doing there? Same way I know you. I took it after that. So then, after that, we went to the San Diego concert. Matter of fact, the Dallas Cowboys stayed in the same hotel we stayed in.
It's good. He's telling all the same details. He did 10 years ago.
Amazing. And all the balls would go all around it for the Dallas Cowboys.
Football team, everything.
Ready for Troy Aikman. Saying, I don't know if we can get you in trouble or not, but the balls was all around the, you know. Then we went to the Anaheim. That was on the Halloween night.
Perfect. Halloween.
Halloween night was cool there too.
And he just give you passes for everyone. Like, everyone would go concerts.
I just go get the tickets for the little homies. I was riding in the van. I was on the stage with them every time.
You get to hang out with Big E, obviously. Right?
Yeah, Big was cool. Cool dude and everything like that.
So when did Puffy start talking about, you know, Suge on a real serious level?
You was back there? We already established that.
Yeah.
Now, what'd you say?
I said, when did he start talking about Suge, like, on a real serious level? Puffy.
Oh, being scared of shit?
Well, or doing something more than that.
I ain't really comfortable talking about that right now. When you see me in that suit, you got me. All right?
Okay.
I really thought that out.
So let's take a break. You can go smoke. Can you be back here in 10 minutes? I want to get more before the 2 o'clock.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to give me to my wife. She did take me back. You know, I might have not been here.
What do you mean? Do you want me to?
I said I might have not been here.
Oh, of course, yeah. But she's not down. She's not down there with you. She's in the hotel.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like.
Well, I got to take care of her.
Yeah, of course.
Well,
After lunch, we'll do a little more, and then you're done. Okay.
All right. I'm gonna smoke with you.
That cool?
Watching.
Mr. Dorsey, is that an example where maybe the tape was running before you now restart the record?
Correct, yeah.
That is 3532.
Okay.
get rid of this problem. Yeah.
Can you tell me what he told you? Like those exact words, do you remember?
We're gonna do that on the next one. I had that pretty soon on. All right?
All right. Hold on. So say it in your own words then, not his words. What did he ask you to do? To say it in your own words then, not his words. What did he want?
I guess he wanted to get rid of them dudes, his problems. He get rid of his problems. Yeah.
And who were his problems?
CEO, the big guy. Yeah.
And when did? Yeah, because you said hit him up was a big deal for him, right? Like that was
that was
too.
Man, that was totally disrespect. You don't think so?
Well, I told you, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think he even said something about us. To me, he didn't say our name, but he said whoever down with him, fuck them too. I'm like, yeah.
And so you guys were cool with that, with helping him.
No, we had ran into him at the House of Blues. This is Pop. Ran into him at the House of Blues. Him and the guy Big Sight, the Outlaws. And he had just made that record. Long Beach and Rose band. So one of the homies went up here and put him in a little team right here. Saying, man, you know what the fuck that mean? Long Beach and Rose band. He's like, no, I'm just rapping. And Sight like, yeah, he's just rapping, man. You don't know nothing about that. Stand for blood, motherfucker. Stop, brother. So he was kind of scared that night. You know what I'm saying? And we go out in the parking lot and whoop about 5 motherfuckers' asses. You know what I'm saying? And got into it with some dudes out there in the parking lot. And he's doing that shit. He's like, yo, them dudes ain't no joke.
Sorry about that, guys. So how much did Puffy offer you? How much did Puff offer you? Wayne's gonna give the green light, right?
I'll have a good answer for you when I have one that suit on. I'm gonna take it through for you. Exactly, you know what I'm saying? The rate.
But he offered you. Can you just say he offered us some money or something like that? Can you say that it was money at least?
Yeah, it was money. Yeah, offered us money. Yeah. Yeah, he was kind of scared of that. He was really scared of the dudes. You know what I'm saying? Puff wasn't no game. He was out of college and all that, performing arts school and all that shit. He knew what that street life. But the really beef he should have had was it should have been with Wu-Tang. Wu-Tang them the one was doing the damn food after the food at the Source concert. They was calling you out. You two was picking some fucking kids, junior mafia. These are kids. You a grown ass man. You know what I'm saying? The beef should have been with the Wu-Tang. You want to take it out on the bad boys, some kids. You know, start up. That push his way around.
Well, that's because Tupac was having that shit.
Lit.
Biggie.
Yeah. He was lit.
Suge hooked up with Tupac and said, all right, we're going against this.
This before he got out of jail, though. Remember the Source Awards? He's like, every once in a while, like, you ain't got no love for two, you ain't got no love for the West Coast. Remember saying that? Yeah. All that shit really, I feel it was a jealousy thing. He should have just been happy. Suge should have been happy. You making money, and this dude's making money. Be proud of each other. You know what I'm saying? Fuck, you want to bring each other down.
So why'd you want to get involved in that?
I didn't want to get involved in that shit. They brought it to us. Bring something to the gangsters. I told you that earlier. It's a capital.
Yeah, I hear you. Is it true that Biggie and those guys from Bad Boy used to hang out?
They never really come. That's a whole lot.
Never.
Really, it's they had some bad cops around shit.
I read something about them hanging out in your girl's house in California.
They never
no pictures.
never Never hung out there. Promise. So,
So let's cut to let's talk about Orlando. We have 10 minutes before we cut out for lunch. So I want to know like who your nephew is. Like, you know, not a lot of stuff to know about. You know, who is he? How old is he? What kind of family? You know, tell me a little bit about him.
yeah,
Who are we talking about?
he's well respected, intelligent.
Who, Orlando?
Orlando, my nephew Orlando, well respected, good student in school. Everybody loved him. You know what I'm saying? He's just a likable guy. Everybody loved him. He liked the Tupac too. You know,
So what got him involved in you know, gang life? Yeah, was he involved in gang life at all?
he wasn't no gang.
Yeah, that's cool.
So there's a difference between gangster and gang.
You want to talk to me about what happened at Lakewood Mall in Trevor Lane? Thing about the chain?
I wasn't there.
Yeah, I know. But you can tell me a story because, you know, there's only so many people who know it.
The guy, one of my little homies, wanted to play college football. He was on scholarship. He was at the he wanted to help him get some stuff, like tennis shoes and sweats and clothes and stuff so he can sit in there and kind of So he was there waiting on me. And then the homies come up here. And Trayvon, the three death row guys were there. I guess they was mad dog, you talking shit to him and shit like that. Shit. But some homies came to the door, he seen them.
Nice.
They threw a sock the dude there and snatched his chain. I could never snatch that guy's chain. Never. Marc snatched his chain. Chains wasn't worth fucking for $300. Petty ass bullshit ass chain. Smash a little it was no like this. That fucking chain, talking about some bounty and the punk ass chain. Yeah.
There's a bounty on it.
Yeah, that little punk ass chains on me, come on.
So he didn't do it.
Orlando did not snatch that man chain.
So why is it that Tupac then saw him and said, that's the guy who snatched my chain?
All this stuff was building up. It just went from the mall. One day we was on Sunset. Shook pulled up in this Rolls Royce. Him, Snoop Dogg was in the black one. Tupac was in the white one. I think we was at the Roxy. I was where we went there. They pulled up in their Rolls Royces. Just bought 30, 40 clips out there. And listen, he got that DVD. Oh shit. Jumped out his car and talking to me. Sure, you like, is it cracking up here? Like, no, dog. He said, oh, well, Paradise is cracking. This club that's on high, it's on one. Moving down here. Shit, and we hit that street there on Santa Monica. Some dudes just started shooting. Shot up Sugar's Rolls Royce. So the red Godfather was laying in the street. I guess he figured that we was behind that too. You know what I'm saying? We was with you. Pulled over to you. You know? It's all kind of little different angles on that shit. We just went from
So talk to me about, because I'm really interested in knowing about that a little more. Like, how does the gang stuff feature into the story? Like, how was it building? Is I guess what my question is. Like, the mall thing that you just told me about Suge. What else? What else was like building up?
we seen them brawls at Luna Park, little club on Santa Monica and Rockland. And them brawls just talking shit. And we just kind of push them around. We beat their ass around. Let them know. And get it fucked up. And this town has always been our town. The Crips. They know they out. You know what I'm saying? I just left the state prison. I was a MAC rep up there. There's 51 Crips, 4 Bloods. You know what I'm saying? So they know they outnumbered and they can't win out here. Crips are more dominant than they are. And they know that.
What made it kind of tense? Because, you know, before death row, there was always tension, right?
Between Crips and Bloods?
Yeah.
Yeah, our neighborhood's always been into it. Because we on the same side of town. You know what I'm saying? Like the Ludus Park, Mob, and Hams. They go against the boys on the laundry. You know what I'm saying? But we always been dominant over there, you know what I'm saying? It's like, that's why I don't understand Chris Brown, Justin Bieber, and what's the other dude name? What's the tall, skinny guy that came in Compton the other week? What's that tall dude name? Came to Fruit Town.
Lamar?
No. What's his name? He on that Love and Hollywood show. Soldier Boy and all. Get in trouble out here, go to a state prison, Rips is gonna rape y'all. Justin Bieber, Chris Brown, you know what I'm saying? Y'all tripping on me.
Yo, but I'm just trying to understand what happened back then. Back then, was it that they got cocky? Is that what happened? Because they were with Suge?
Hmm?
Is it that they got cocky? Is that what happened? Because they were with Suge?
I guess money get you cocky. I guess money get you cocky. You know what I'm saying? They even beat up a rolling 60 and killed the guy at the club. Said DJ Quick and they jumped on the dude and all that shit. That's what I figured that shooting was about on Santa Monica that day when his hat was in the street I was just telling you about. Damn, I guess they gonna get his ass.
So this is more bad related. Okay. It's not just East Coast, West Coast.
I can't tell you really behind it all. You know what I'm saying? Because it's some mafia shit, man. Family still out there. Yeah. Yeah. Some shit. Okay, no, I'll be right there. Yeah, she had the same ones. Yeah. I was just a street man. He was just a studio man. Business one. The FBI thing figured yeah, because he stopped being the boss. That's why he jumped on it so fast. They, you know, I can't really put him out there like that because he's still out there. You know what I'm saying? They like, my family's go back since the 30s. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And there ain't no Harry O.
Yeah, no. But I mean, yeah, Suge might be in jail for the rest of his life.
Yeah, you're right. No, I think the police are going to start coming.
Good.
All of them going to get around. All the cooking cops and shit, we was really up against it, homie. One of the city of Compton, they got Reggie Jr., Sergeant Reynolds, the mayor, all these dirty motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? So we was going to eventually have to have some shootouts with them motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? It just got busted, too.
Right.
I loved it. I like, yeah! They didn't get the main one, though. They didn't get the main fucking dude. He just running around. He's still his job, too.
They got Reggie and his dad.
Huh?
They got Reggie and his dad.
I said they didn't get the main one. His name Reynolds.
Oh, really?
Sergeant Reynolds. Pulled over my 60 keys. He's making my life miserable. Clients and fraud. Yeah, judges and fraud. Dirty. They didn't get his ass.
That precinct was dirty as fuck.
Yes, it was. And we was lived out there with him. Even the mayor, his councilmen. We up there eating at IHOP in Lane. Here come the mayor. Man, you better sit your ass down, fool, and kill your ass. You know what I'm saying? Stupid bitch. You know? That dude was stupid. What was that? Bradley? Omar Bradley? Yeah. That dude was stupid on.
Let's eat some food, man. All right, thank you guys. We're back in 45. Are you leaving?
No. No, my thing
You're just there looking dapper?
Wait till you see muscles, homie. Yeah. Woo.
Thanks.
All right, sure.
You got a big word around?
Yeah.
Can I see?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay. Where are we eating? Oh, it's in there, okay.
You talking about Craig K's book? Okay. Yeah. Don't say nothing about no people. That's Wayne. Yeah. It's a liquor game. About this game, Cool Styles and.
Once again, Mr. Dorsey, and that's around 52 minutes. There's a break where you missed some of the transcript. What the transcript shows.
Yes.
I'm very honest. Go back and drink and shit. Go back and party. Because of the fight and shit.
And then what happened?
What's up?
Then what happened?
Then I'll tell you that when I get on my suit.
Oh, come on. You can tell me a little bit. Just,
What's that?
you know, tell me a little bit of, you know, I mean, this is why we're here. We want to hear the true story of what happened that night.
Yeah.
Wayne, we need your permission.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
what? Yeah, I'm gonna talk about that one later. You wanna go to the aftermath?
Yeah, can you talk about, before the aftermath, can you talk about that, like, generally, just to give me something to work with? And then we can do it again in more detail. Yeah, like a summary.
Well, let me consult with him.
Yeah, go.
Okay.
That's okay. Ray, the guy over there.
I thought we weren't gonna say that, dude.
Okay.
What?
I'll turn it on, yeah.
No.
That's okay.
You need to tell him that. So we gotta, that's some shit we gotta discuss. Hello. Hello? Where you about to go? Huh? All right, I'll be through there.
Yeah. Yeah, of course. Is that in my pocket?
Just tell him come here for a minute.
You don't have to go into
Listen. We got to consult with the U.S. Attorney. You don't want to get you locked up. You don't want to get locked up. Do you?
No.
Okay. All right. Yeah, we got to consult with him. So by the next time, you know, I didn't. He asked me to come down here last week, but I never did get a chance to talk to him. That's why I wasn't ready for it. Which I push me to our, you know what I'm saying? I want to know what I can say and what I can't say. So I got to discuss that because that dude can put me in fucking jail, give me the death penalty. They can give me the death penalty on me. It just wasn't him. He was just fucking. He was just like a fucking. He was like I deserve. What you say? You hear me? Yeah. It's way more than him.
The thing I think this is an area where he may not. He wants to be having words straight. Right.
So let's do this on the next one.
Okay.
Once I get told with him and he tell me what you can do. Yeah. Okay. You don't want to get me locked up.
No, you're still gonna address it. It's just that
We gonna address it. Yeah, I just got to go to somewhere. I didn't want to tell y'all that just more and stuff like that. The dude said, "Come talk to him before I do this."
If he didn't do it, why is he afraid of getting the death?
Because if I make him look like an asshole, they're gonna lock me up.
But he's gonna address it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That's why I wanted to consult
No,
him
that's
first.
fine. Yeah.
Y'all pushed me to do this.
So where do you want to pick it up? Story. Where do you want to go right now? Because you said
you want to do the aftermath.
Yeah.
Okay.
You must have done it quick way. Look. The man's got to eat.
Really?
Did you? You got food, right?
Yeah.
It's amazing he just said that.
All right, so we're gonna take this. After the fact, after the murder, yeah?
The aftermath. We go. We get home. So we on my street. It's about 4:15. Reggie Wright Sr. You know, he was the captain of the Compton Police back then. I guess he must have did his war room with the oncoming shift. As soon as he did that shit, that motherfucker jumped in that police car, came on my motherfucking street, ran the stop sign and everything, doing about 70. Pulled up on the wrong side of the street, jumped out of his car, said, "Listen here, you motherfucking Keffe D. You motherfuckers killed my motherfucking son, the belts is coming off." I'm like, "Man, what the fuck is you talking about?" Like, "You heard me, motherfucker." I'm like, "Damn." So, with my immediate crew, I said, like, they were trying to get into it. Trying to get in. So we got to watch these motherfuckers. So we stopped hanging around there right then. And we seen they had the back of the police.
What does he mean by like my son? What?
His son is a fucking Suge man. He's Suge man. You know what I'm saying? All them, they from the same neighborhood and everything. David, Mac, all them dudes, man. So we really had it rough. So we might have to go to war with the police. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't just the gang members. They had the police shit.
Right.
Feel me?
Who else? Was there anybody else after you?
I don't know. You know what I'm saying? They got a lot of deranged fans and everything. You know what I'm saying? Shit, some girl might. You know what I'm saying?
When did the cops finally get to you?
No. When we got back, the Moon Man on MTV was like, "Keffe D nephew." So it looked like Suge told from day one. You know what I'm saying? So like that motherfucker told from day one, "Keffe D nephew. Why the fuck you use my fucking name?" You know what I'm saying? I just didn't understand that, you know? Keffe D nephew. Moon Man coming on every hour. You know the little Moon Man? Like, damn. You know? Kind of fucking nation called me. Said, come meet me. Goes to condo and it's a public. And we met him at the Chevron right there. He's like, "Dog, I'm going to jail." I said, "What?" He said, "Yeah, y'all going to jail." I'm like, no, homie. Like, man, I'm out of here. I ain't seen that motherfucker since that day. So, I kind of hate I met Puff. So they destroyed my life. Now these super rich motherfucker ain't even sent me a pair of Sean John drawers or nothing. You know what I'm saying? God damn. Or noodling while I was in jail. You know what I'm saying? Just left me for dead out here. You know what I'm saying? And that ain't the way fucking, you know what I'm saying? That ain't the way the game go. You know? Shit. Had your back, you ain't out my back, though. You know? Yeah.
When did you talk to police?
What's that?
You gave them a statement at some point, right?
I gave them a statement?
Yeah.
No.
No?
So?
Well, I mean, the proffer deal is a statement, no?
Yeah. Dun, 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 dun. What's up, man? You just ain't gonna say nothing back there? I don't have to. You already yeah.
This is part of the same thing. It's like,
You think you just said you just
I'm
gonna
just saying,
sit
at
back
some
there?
point you did talk to police. Is that not true?
I think that's what he
Was
said.
that? Remember what I told you outside? Because that's why I didn't want to do this today.
Right. Well, I mean,
some shit to give me motherfucking,
Right.
Yeah.
All right, I hear you.
Yeah. Dude asked me to meet him last week, but I wasn't able, man. My wife was sick, homie. I could have had all your answers, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I didn't want to tell you all that, all my business like that, but force my hand.
I blame Tara.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me just see what I can talk to you about that. Because a lot of the stuff I have here is about that night. You know?
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have all the answers, though. I swear.
So you're not talking about it? Is that what we're saying?
I think.
Can you talk about Zip and talking to Puff afterwards?
Zip and Puff?
Yeah, I mean, at some point you needed to talk to them about that shit. Is that the same shit?
Yeah.
Was it? Well, so after that happened, did you get in contact with Zip?
Me and Zip was together. He was with us at the point.
No, and afterwards you didn't see him. He didn't come back to LA with you, did he? Did he?
Yeah.
Oh,
We went up to Wingstop, Wings, LA Wings right there on the 3rd and the Grand. Right there on the side with Pink's, little Pink Zips.
Oh.
They got the LA Wingstop right there on the
He
side.
was Zip.
Yeah.
It was Beverly though, or
what did
Melrose.
you talk about?
All kind of shit.
Yeah, so that we don't waste our time, can we do something where you can talk to me and then you can get approval? You get approval whether you use it or not? Because otherwise,
We only can answer 3 questions, homie. I'm gonna go into full detail with you and everything, homie.
no, you don't have to do.
Once I get the green
Yeah,
light where
right.
I'm covered, you know what I'm saying? Because I can't make them look like a goddamn asshole downtown.
So how did you guys lay low afterwards? What you guys do?
You want to know the truth? We didn't lay low. We was after they asked. Mr. Man laid low. He the one who flew out to the Caribbean and shit. But we it's my shit, man. Yeah, don't we didn't lay low. We had to stay sharp, man, because we had to watch out for the police. We had to watch out for them. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we didn't lay low.
You're talking about the
So,
mafia.
I think this you can answer. Why didn't they bring up any charges against Orlando?
They can't prove it.
Give it to me in a complete sentence.
Why they didn't bring up the charges? Because I know they can't prove it.
They don't.
Yeah, they raided everybody else. I think it was October the 7th or something like that. They did everybody else. Just so happened, one of my homies, he's a grease trap guy to pick up the old cooking grease. He came, knocked on my door about 4 o'clock in the morning, 5 o'clock. Said, Keffe D, the FBI, and about 100 police is up at the donut shop. I told him, wait 1 minute. I grabbed my shoes. I put on my pants, grabbed my shoes and shirt and stuff. Left my car and everything. I jumped in the truck with him. Told him to drop me off at the Metro Red. I missed the raid by 5 minutes.
Huh.
Otherwise, they would have got me.
Did you say somebody tipped him off?
So
Who
let's go
was
back
it?
to Orlando because he passed away, unfortunately. So
Yeah.
maybe you can talk about what he did that day without mentioning you. Is that something you feel comfortable doing?
Oh.
Because you can't implicate him. He's dead. There's nothing that can happen.
What's that?
Can you talk about what Orlando did that night
I just
The
texted
night
in Vegas? Yeah. Without mentioning you at all, just talk
He
about
went to the
him.
hospital. He went to the hospital to get his shoulder fixed and stuff like that.
No, but I'm talking about before that.
We got to consult. There's 3 questions that stuck on. I got to go consult with this man because
I'm just saying he's not. There's nothing. Wayne's a lawyer. Wayne, can you confirm that? Can he talk
Can't
about
confirm
Orlando
that.
without mentioning his name? Without mentioning Keffe's name?
That's what I asked Mario. I said, see if he'll talk. What does he know about what Orlando did that night without including himself in that? Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Because Orlando's dead. Been dead almost 20 years.
Did Orlando go after Tupac that night after the fight?
Huh?
I gotta do my job.
No, he didn't go after Tupac.
He did not.
Mm-mm. Man, wait till I get on the suit, man. You keep on. Let's go somewhere else. You want to talk about Paul? Something like that?
What's that? I did. He didn't want to answer, but I'll ask you. Okay. Did you try to get money from Puffy after the fact for the deal that you had arranged with him?
No, because it was hot. You know what I'm saying? You just can't jump out there like that. You have to be smart in this game. You know what I'm saying? Otherwise, they'd take your ass down. They would have bent your ass down. You know what I'm saying? And
So what was your plan?
I seen him about maybe like 6 months later at the House of Blues right there. And he invited us to the Pretty Pictures Museum the night before. And we went up there. He was up there partying. I seen him at the Pretty Pictures Museum. He like, TVD, the FBI is all over us. I'm saying, if you want to catch our heat, you know what I'm saying? Shit, they up in this party right now. I'm like, really? Like, yeah. So that's why I didn't understand how the fuck Biggie can get killed. You know what I'm saying? If the FBI out around here, you know what I'm saying? Say they up in the party and everything. Ever since we got off the plane. Fuck.
God, I just thought of something I never thought of.
So we'll talk about Biggie in a second, but did you ask him for?
That's why there's
the
no
money
way
that
Keffe and the
he owed you?
Southside Crips killed Biggie.
Was that? Did you ask him for the money that he
Pull
owed
and the
you?
FBI are all over.
No,
him. So the Keffe would have been like, fuck, the FBI are outside right now. Murder's off. We can't kill him right now.
Yeah, of course.
God, I never put that together before.
And what's is it true that there's a rumor going around that Zip got half the money?
That's what the FBI said.
Say it again, because I don't.
That's what the FBI said. That Zip got the money.
Do you believe it?
There's a motherfucker. See Donald Trump. Trump Jr. right now in trouble. And about fucking emails and shit. Yeah, motherfucker. You know that motherfucker.
Did you talk to Zip about the money?
No, yeah, man. As soon as I left, I told you that, man, Ted Holiday had his head up my ass, homie. I still got invoice from him. You know what I'm saying? Shit, that dude's a motherfucker. He head of the major crime unit, shit. That dude's a motherfucker, dude. You know?
So, but here's the thing. You're not upset about not getting paid? Were you not upset about not getting paid?
It's the time to get paid. I was trying to pick the perfect spot, dude. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to just pick the perfect spot.
All right, let me just backtrack here for a second.
What does he mean by that?
Yeah, you can switch on. Yeah,
He's afraid to talk in this office building.
Yeah, he wants like a.
He wants to be in like a warehouse
He
or
wants
somewhere.
to be like He wants to say like his. I don't know if they come up with the spot or what, but yeah, he doesn't want to be here.
Right? What you gonna do with the money in here?
Right. No, I mean, because you were saying like, yeah, I didn't do it then, I didn't do it. I just want to make sure that, I want to know where your head's at. You had a plan.
I am a kingpin that was making more money than Paul than ruined in.
You're picking your spots too.
Yeah.
Right. I hear you.
Playing my cards right. Yeah. Not at all. We was up under a microscope. You know what I'm saying? They got crooked ass Compton police feeding these dudes downtown all the information. You don't understand, homie. Y'all need to be on our fucking side, homie. You know what I'm saying? Everybody on Tupac's side and all these other dudes' side, they should be on our fucking side. We the one who was catching it. Had crooked Compton police, crooked Rampart. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They telling them people downtown the FBI shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah. No, I hear you.
Yeah, I mean, we was up against it, homie. It's the shit that's coming out right now.
Maybe we can talk about that sensitive stuff, like, on the street somewhere. You know what I mean? Like, bring a camera. Yeah.
Go over everything.
Yeah, that's all good.
He gonna give me the green light.
Right.
Yes or no?
Is it true that you went to the that Hollywood Walk of Fame ceremony for Puffy?
Huh? Where you heard that from?
Him. He said it.
There's too many people, so you can't really get close to them.
Good, he confirmed it. When?
every quarter's supposed to send me like $20,000 worth of clothes. Like, ain't that a bitch? So a couple of times I called Daddy's house. He never returned my fucking calls or none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? So I guess he was just trying to wash his hands with us, whatever. Like, fuck that. And that's wrong. That ain't the way it go, you know what I'm saying? Had your fucking back, supposed to have our fucking back. You know what I'm saying? He don't know what we was up against out here. You know, I hate I took that fucking phone call from his ass. You know what I'm saying? Otherwise, we wouldn't have the fucking cops on our ass. We wouldn't, you know what I'm saying? Because me and Suge was friends, motherfucker. We've been knowing each other since we was 9, 10 years old. I'm tripping though. Yeah. I'm kind of mad at the dude, dog. You know what I'm talking about? Puffy, yeah, I'm kind of mad at him. Yeah.
And there was never any, after you stopped trying after a while, there was never any contact.
Yeah, no contact.
Yeah. Why? Let's go to Biggie. So he invited you to the Peterson Museum, to that vibe party. Yeah.
Yeah.
You said there were too many people there. The feds were there.
Yeah, he said that. He said that.
Right. So that wasn't the place or the time, right?
Hell no. The FBI, they didn't see us together. You know, they put shit together.
But why did you go in the first place?
Why did I go? Because he thought smashing parties on me and all that. You know what I'm saying? He was literally invited. You know what I'm saying? They kind of needed us. They should have kept us. You know, because probably still be alive today. You know what I'm saying? Instead of talking about the FBI around, I guess you were scared of us. I don't know. The FBI around. I guess the FBI was going to protect it, but it don't look like they protected you because he did. You know? Then 2-3 days later, Sergeant Reynolds pulled up talking about, we killed Biggie. Oh, you know what I'm saying? Call the people downtown, crooked cops, man. That's some bullshit, you know? Yeah.
So can you tell me definitively that you had nothing to do with Biggie's murder?
Nothing.
Can you give me a full sentence?
We had nothing to do with no Biggie Smalls murder. Boy, Biggie was our friend. Why would we want to kill our, you know?
Why do you think people thought that?
Because of the money and all this other shit. And then the crooked cops just elevated the other day superior's head. You know, saying some bullshit. They know they did that shit. You know what I'm saying? So they telling the people downtown, the FBI friends, of course to get the heat up off them. Yeah. And we was up against it all. The mayor, even the mayor was against us.
I hear you. And when you say the money, you mean the money that was owed from Puffy?
Yeah.
Can you say that?
For the money that was owed from Puffy. Yeah.
That's why people thought that you killed Biggie.
Yeah, that's why they thought you killed Biggie, yeah. You didn't kill no Biggie, though.
So why did you agree to tell your story after all these years?
I agree to tell my story?
Yeah, to us. I mean, I know why you told your story to police.
Saved my fucking life. And I was really facing the death penalty. Yeah. And I just didn't save my life, I saved my whole crew life. You know what I'm saying? They just would have put down like 48 indictments. All my big hitters, all my homies, all my family, even the plugs, the Colombians. You know what I'm saying? Shit. They had our ass, dog. You know what I'm saying? So, shit. Dude said he was from D.C. Then they used the psychology game on me. You know what I'm saying? Shit. That's how they got me, you know?
And to us, why did you want to tell that story to us?
Because I felt we was betrayed. Then, you know, just the way we was done by the crooked cops, the media, everybody, you know what I'm saying? I was wrong that we was wrong that really, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Dude, they come raid our house. Sugar friends come raid our house, take our guns. You know, that shit wrong. Shit just totally wrong. You know, people think we was lying about the shit. Shit just hit the fan last week. Reggie Wright, senior and junior. That you know that they crooked. Yeah.
Tell me about that. Like, 'cause I think you touched on it, but I want to know more about like Suge enlisting crooked cops to help him out. What was that about?
I don't know what the fuck it was about. It was smart though. King move. You know what I'm saying? Shit. You know? Shit. What you do in the dark don't come to the light. That shit is for to hit the fan. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Like they say, you ain't bigger than the law. And FBI is a motherfucker. They take your ass down. Shit. I ain't no better than Noriega. I ain't no better than fucking Don Hussein. None of them son of a bitches. You know what I'm saying? John Gotti or none of it. They took them down. I'm a peon to them. You know what I'm saying?
But was that widely known that Suge was hanging around, was like protected by cops?
Hell yeah. Everybody knew that, yeah.
Knew what?
Knew that he was protected by crooked ass cops. Son of a dirty motherfucker. I wish I could tell you everything, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But
I tell you every fucking thing.
did that ever give you pause to fuck with Suge? Like, did you ever say I shouldn't fuck with Suge because these cops are gonna be on my ass afterwards?
You know, I'm more down with my nephew than I am down with Suge. Fuck Suge, or it's coming to that. I'm his uncle. I'm here to protect him. You know what I'm saying? And all that.
Was there ever a time where you felt bad about Tupac?
Was it every time I felt bad about it?
Yeah.
I wish it never happened. I lost my plug. You know what I'm saying? Colombian boy left. Went back to Bogota. Shit, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I hate it happen.
Can you say what? So you wish what hadn't happened?
I wish that never happened to Tupac because shit, it changed my whole fucking life. You know what I'm saying? My plug that I was making all them hundreds of millions with, fucking went to Bogota for that. You know what I'm saying? He didn't want to get caught up in our bullshit. You know, I wish I would have listened to him. I should have jumped on the plane with his ass to Bogota. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, okay. All right, that's my son and my wife. They on my ass.
We're almost out.
Okay.
Was that? Yeah, of course. Yeah, sorry, you have to repeat it because the phone was me.
Okay, about the Bogota?
No. About Tupac. Like, did you ever feel bad? I mean, this is a kid on, the prime of his life.
I was like,
an artist that everyone loves.
To me, it was an ignorant kid in the prime of his life doing stupid shit out here.
How so?
Also, he shot the police in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? Jumped on my nephew, him and his little gang. You know, you're a rapper. Stay in your lane. You know what I'm saying? Stay in your fucking lane. You're not a gangster. You're a fucking rapper. I told you earlier. Stay in your fucking lane, dude. You know what I'm saying? You're not doing what we doing. You know what I'm saying? So he should have just stayed in his lane. I hate it happened to him. Stuff like that. And, it really changed my fucking life. You know what I'm saying? My plug left. Shit, I met him. I'm out of here. Y'all going to jail. Wish I would have been on the plane with his motherfucking ass. You know what I'm saying? Shit. I hate it happen, bro.
If Tupac had not gotten involved with your nephew in the lobby of the MGM, would he still be alive?
I don't know. He ignorant. Some motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? The dude's, you know what I'm saying? I guess he went with that mob, and that shit went to his head on me. You know what I'm saying? That's the way I feel about it. Shit went to his head. And shit, he's ignorant, so he run into a lot of problems out there trying to be a gang member. You know what I'm saying? But see, in our community, we try to get up out the game, like try to play sports, rap, and stuff like that. Try to get up out the game. Like our motive is to get up out the game. Like get us a home, get us a family. These motherfuckers nowadays is got millions of dollars enjoying their fucking game. That shit is backwards. You know what I'm saying? Shit is backwards. Chris Brown, Soldier Boy, Justin Bieber. You gotta listen. You know what I'm saying? You got all that money. Get away from this bullshit. Because all it leads to is death, penitentiary, and heartaches for your family. You know what I'm saying? People out here, we grew up in this shit. You guys from another town, dude. You need to leave that shit alone. Take it from QPD. Leave that shit alone.
So let me ask that question again. I really like that answer, by the way. I think it's true. It's like everyone's coming, you know.
Yeah, this dude from Virginia, he coming being game members. That's stupid. That's backwards.
So is
the real game members is trying to get up out this shit.
If that shit hadn't happened with Orlando, would you have left it alone that day?
Yes. Me and Sugar's friends. We were friends. We grew up together. Shit shouldn't have never happened. You know what I'm saying?
What?
That shit shouldn't have never happened. Because me and this guy grew up together. We was friends since we was kids. You know what I'm saying? I want to tell you the whole truth about this shit, about the boss.
That's okay, but this brings up a good question. Did Suge know that who he was dealing with Orlando? Did he know that he was your nephew?
I told you, Moon Man came and said, KBD nephew. LA Times, KBD nephew.
No, I don't mean then. I mean before. What? Before he kicked him in the head.
I don't know. I think that was a stupid choice. But he did say that night, he told them police that night that KBD nephew, KBD nephew. You know what I'm saying? He did say that. You know what I'm saying? He keep on saying he ain't said nothing. Bitch, you know you said something. You know what I'm saying? Why you use my name? That's what I don't understand. Right. You know what I'm saying? He trying to get me arrested too.
Right.
Yeah.
Orlando had a deal, right? To testify for Suge. Can you talk about that?
What's that?
You heard me. Orlando had a deal to testify for Suge. So at what point?
You taking all the stories out of my book. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You make my book no good no more.
Hey, this is good promotion for your book.
What's that?
This is good promotion for your book.
Oh, you know about that too? You just told me about your book. No, I'm talking about the meeting.
Oh. I don't know. Is there any truth to that?
What?
That Orlando agreed to a deal to testify for Suge?
Okay, all right, something. What's that? We not gonna go to that one. Okay, I'm gonna save me something for my motherfucking book. God damn, no surprises. Hey, homie, yeah. You did your work though. I'm not even right. I see.
Well, next time we talk, I'm gonna drill you on those. There's no.
All right.
There's no escaping it. Nora, are we good? Do you have anything?
Yeah, you feel comfortable talking about that? She said, can you talk about the hierarchy of maybe like in the game business? Yeah, like how, how's it structured? Like how's it? Codes.
Yeah. You look at me. Don't look at her.
Okay. Like the codes of the street. Our game is built through respect and the work you put in. And far as power. You know what I'm saying? That's the way our game is. You got the double OGs, OGs, OBGs, BGs, and the TGs.
Tell him to tell him where he was.
And the OTSs and the, yeah. That's where our game is instructed. So I could fall in the double OG, but I was there when the gang was. So this way it goes. People, you either become a gangbanger as you get older, or a gangster. Or go to school, or get a job. You know what I'm saying? By 25, that's when you determine whether you're gonna be who you're gonna be. You're gonna be a gangbanger, you know what I'm saying, drinking, smoking weed and stuff all day long, with the pants hanging down. Or are you gonna get a job? That means you out the game. Or are you gonna become a gangster? You know what I'm saying? For the game. You know, that's where our game is structured, yeah.
Do you think that Suge ran the label like a gang?
Yeah. Yes. He kind of hired all gang members. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He hired all gang members.
So who was he in the structure?
Who was Suge in the structure? I guess his money gave him the power. You know what I'm saying? How people listen to him. You know, money is power. You know, and shit. I guess they. Well, we knew he was a bust, and the Crips did. I know our side of town did because we played football with the guy. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I want to go back to the Biggie night. Where were you, and how did you hear that Biggie had died? Your phone's ringing. Well, almost done. I got you.
Yeah, she on me.
Just 5 more minutes, I promise.
Okay.
Where were you, and how did you hear that Biggie had died?
I was under the parking garage, and everybody ran back in up under the parking garage and said, "They just killed Biggie. They just killed Biggie." I'm like, "What?" Like, damn, that was fucked up. By then, all the LAPDs was there, and I was waiting on my car to get valeted up out of there and shit. Valeted up out of there. Then 3 days later, Uncast Compton police and crooked motherfuckers pulled nephew over and said, "You ever killed Biggie too?" I'm like, "Oh no, this is bullshit." You know what I'm saying? Some bullshit. They gone down there. They just played dirty pool with us, dog. You know what I'm saying? I was really like the fall guy. To me, fucked over me, man. It fucked over my life.
But they cleared you, right? I mean, you're not.
My life been fucked over ever since, homie. Just don't understand, dude. And I still gotta watch people. You know what I'm saying? To me, they violated my civil rights, my everything, dude. You know what I'm saying?
Did you suspect that somebody was casing the party, Bad Boy?
Casing the party?
Yeah.
You heard about that? Well, you're a motherfucker. Yeah, you did your little work. Yeah, they was up there. The Bloods was there. They came up there. I told Puff now. You know what I'm saying? I said, y'all be careful. The niggas is up here. They're like, all right. And sure enough, it went down. Yeah. Sad. You know, they come up here and get ate up out of it's a zoo out here, a jungle. Y'all coming from that little punk ass town, boy, the shit. Eat your ass up out here, boys. It's gorilla. I mean, this shit is lions, tigers, and bears.
Well,
They will eat up the weak out here.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Did you? How'd you feel about Biggie dying since you knew him personally?
Oh, they kind of fucked me up. You know what I'm saying? They fucked me up. When Biggie got killed, kind of fucked me up. I'm sad behind it, everything, man. It was fucked up behind it. Then these bullshit ass cops gonna put that out in the media like we did that bullshit just to get the heat up off their ass. You know what I'm saying? But it's all gonna come out. It's coming out every day, homeboy. Believe me. Yeah.
All right, brother. I'm gonna set you.
And let my wife get me. All right.
Oh, wait. Just sit here for 20 seconds with no sound. So don't make any sound. You sound record the tone of the room.
This is room time. In room time.
Okay, thanks, man. Oh. Oh yeah, that's a good story.
Because our street.
Wait, stay there. Yeah, sit back. Just this question real quick. Sorry, I thought you were done. That was your only question before. Okay. So why Baby Lane?
Why did they call him Baby Lane?
Why was Orlando? Yeah, tell me that.
Because he was born on Burrs Lane.
Sorry. Tell me the whole story, like the sentence. Orlando was called Baby Lane because
Orlando was called Baby Lane because he was born on Burrs Lane, the street Burrs. And they just called him Lane, short for Orlando. So he took our street name. And his pops was real high in the echelon of our gang, the founder fathers. So.
And the baby isn't because he had a baby face or anything like that.
Baby Lane, short for our street.
Right. And Keffe?
Keffe? We had like 3 Keffes in our hood. So they just broke them down and they just put Keffe D on it.
So they give you the initials so that
Yeah.
they separate you from the others.
Yeah. And that shit just went like a wildflower. Blew up, got rich, had all the money, all the women. Don't put that on there. My wife gonna kill me. Yeah.
Yeah.
You better have my wife for deposit for that car too.
This has got to be the last one.
Okay. Original gangster, yeah. A double OG is a dude that's like been around a while. You know, the founding fathers and stuff. You know, founding fathers of the gang. That's where our gang stopped at, the double OG. And our youngest gang members is called TSs, Tiny Soldiers. Yeah. But we got like about 6 different generations. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
My wife wants that deposit for that car too. Because she is on my, she's great.
So why don't you talk to, well, we got to talk to you.
Call me.
Let's talk on the phone. Right. And if you know, if things get heavy for you, maybe we can just talk about Orlando and like leave it at that.
All right.
But these guys are expecting details from that night.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, that dude.
I don't want to put you in the like.
He from the Justice Department is DC, dude.
Yeah.
I swear to God on me.
I hear you.
They had some major players on me, dog. The other dude named Michael Palel. Oh man. He's a beast. He's head U.S. attorney of this area. We call his ass Group Leader. That dude hate me on me, I swear to God.
No, like I said, I mean,
come in the room like, y'all not gonna deal with the fucking devil now.
They're wrapping up.
Somebody's gonna wind up dead behind us. Like, sir, I swear to God, I swear to God, man, everybody gonna be, I'll be nice. I'll be good. I'm not the devil.
no, I mean, do what you got to do, and then can we set up a date, Nora? Like an actual date where like there's no misunderstanding. You're here for this. Or we can go out to Vegas and what I wanted to do is for you to take us on the street. Why is that funny? Why is that funny? Yeah, right. Yeah. Yeah.
That is funny. Yeah.
Hey, you know,
Let me tell you,
they never, you know.
like the dude, I seen Rick Ross at the airport. He just couldn't put my face on it. You know, man, he was like, no, he said, bro, I know you from nowhere. I said, you don't want to know who I am, motherfucker. He's like, I know you. I'm like, yeah. You really want to know?
Yeah. We'll figure it out. But
it's 20 like my sister giving her, we giving her a 70 birthday party. Her milestone 70. My sister, that's on the 29th. So I'm gonna be there about 4 days before then, for a whole week.
okay, here you mean?
In California, yeah.
California.
The 29th of July.
But if we just wanted to come out to Vegas, can we do that too? I mean, I'm not joking about the street stuff. Yeah. Then you can just tell me on the street. It'll be different than this.
Yeah.
It'll be less formal.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Let's see, we've been going for about an hour and a half. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, do you guys have to take a restroom break? Anyone? Raise your hand. Okay. If you want to just do maybe another half hour and then we'll take our lunch break. Okay, perfect. Do you need to use the restroom? Okay. All right, we will have to take our break now. So we will take a recess. During the recess, you are admonished not to talk or converse amongst yourselves with anyone else on any subject connected with the trial, or read, watch, or listen to any report or commentary on the trial of any person connected to this case, find any medium of information, including without limitation, newspaper, television, internet, radio, or form or express any opinion on any subject connected with the trial until it is submitted to you. Please rise for the jury. We'll see you guys back here at, let's say, 11:40. 11:40. We're just gonna take a short break, I think.
Okay, short break coming up. Duane Davis signaling to the judge that she did need a break.
When we get back, we can do another 30, 45 minutes or so. We have lunch coming somewhere around noon, so if we were to break now, I don't know if we have enough time to eat.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we'll be in recess.
Sure.
Okay.
Okay, so that was interesting so far for the testimony this morning. Not testimony, just basically putting on the record the audio that was recorded by Mike Dorsey during the interviewing of Mario Diaz with Keffe D for their production. And Mike Dorsey actually worked for Murder Rap. Now, for that production team, and he was hired. And it was part of, I guess you could say, simply that it was part of his pre-production work, getting information because they had a hard time meeting up or something was canceled, and he wanted to know which areas he would focus on the most for his interview to clarify some things. And during this interview, what I noticed a lot, it was Keffe D backing down and not really wanting to be specific about a lot of things. There was a lot of Mr. Diaz kind of trying to get it out of him or saying, hey, I think people want to hear about this, or hey, like, let's get into like this part. And there was, based on the people that were in the room, and you can hear a lot of over talking and back and forth, that he was pulling back a little bit. And it sounded like he may have been concerned about the information that he was putting out. I'm not sure what was going on, whether it was legal advice or there was pressure from outside sources, or if he just didn't want to commit to the actual words on screen. I mean, he does still give some of the same information. Yes, that's true. But I'm wondering if you guys heard the same thing I did in regards to the hesitation here and there, and a little bit of dancing around certain things. Yeah. All right, let's skip forward to the break and get right to the next testimony before the lunch break, which I'll be ending this video on the lunch break. and starting a second one for the afternoon. Back from our brief break and ready to continue testimony with prosecution still case in chief. Nice suit, Andre Davis today.
Okay.
I
Back in
do
our
like these
statement
black and white
C
ties.
377-407. Anything we need
And
to
we're
address outside
back.
the presence?
No.
Okay, let's bring in the jury.
Jury coming in.
Please rise for the jury.
I did find out that the gentleman behind Keffe D there with the glasses, the earring, and wearing the black short sleeve shirt has been stated by several media outlets that that is the head investigator for the defense team. But they did not give a name. But he is the lead investigator, and that is why we see him talking with Keffe occasionally on things. But that mystery is somewhat solved, although they didn't put a name to him. And I can understand why. He still needs to do his work. Case isn't over, you know. Duane Davis seems to have something he wants his attorney to address. Well, that look he gives the jury as they come in, I just don't know if that's a good idea. He does, he just has a look. I don't think he means it, but it's just it's a hard look. I would say that. Some could say it looks a little menacing.
Right. Party stipulate to the presence of the jury.
Yes, Your Honor. Yes, sir.
Here we go.
Seated.
We need to get the witness.
Where's Mr. Dorsey?
I assume he's still back there with your
Okay.
family? And Judge, if you just let us know when lunch shows up, we'll break.
Up to about 45 minutes.
Okay.
So we lost,
All right, we have
lost
Mr.
our
Dorsey
witness.
back. You're still under oath, sir. Mr. DiGiacomo, you may resume your questioning at this time.
Thank you. Mr. Dorsey, that was the July 17th, 2017 conversation that we just listened to, correct?
It was the first interview, yes.
And then the second interview, and I have a copy of the transcript, if you can look at it, was July 28th of 2017. Does that sound accurate?
That sounds right, yes.
We're just gonna start playing that, Judge. And that is State's Exhibit number 122.
Okay. 122 is now playing.
Are you moving back, you think, anytime soon?
You're gonna say, you don't, I know you don't.
But your wife's got that business of hers or whatever, right?
Yeah.
So she'd have to give it up for you to come back?
Yeah. No, she with a corporation, so they'll move her around.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
cool.
do say she won't come back.
Looks good. I mean, I see a white man in the background. Other than that,
I want to get out of here soon.
yeah. Actually, I see a white man's torso in the background.
Sorry. to hear that.
Where's Tara?
What's that?
Where's Tara?
Who's what?
Where's Tara?
Tara?
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't seen her today. You said she called me and told me that you called her this morning, but I don't think she's in the office actually.
Look at Mario for 1 second. I just want to make sure your background looks good. We'll do the business.
You're gonna be looking at me the whole time, so.
So Dave, I think it's hitting the whole thing. We want to raise it up and down. There we go. Just down. Slay the shoulders, right?
Hey, Eric. Oh, well, I'll do this first. What the hell's happening over there? Did you get in touch with him? Yeah, he's not picking up for Nora either. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But that's all right, right, Keith? You know what you're going to talk about, right? Do you need him here? He's not picking up.
What?
When that light come, yeah, I do. You know, we already discussed that. I don't know when the fuck he picked up.
Me neither. Yeah.
I'm talking about we want. Man,
Where'd he go? I need wing. I mean, I'm ready to start.
How you doing? Yeah. Yeah, I just heard him say you don't need him here, do you? He's like, yeah, I do.
That's all we got. You know, we'll talk a little bit about the fight.
I told him, I'm not. I wasn't talking about that no black stuff.
You know what?
Told her that we was in the office when we was arguing. I said, if you give me 2 weeks, she said, I said, I gave you 6 months. And she said, Keith, I got the people here, just shoot this, woo woo. So I was like, shit, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Oh, you mean like the whole thing again?
Yeah.
Okay, we can do a little bit of that. Yeah, sure. I mean, but you look great. I have it already. We don't have to go through the entire story.
I look great.
You look fine. Yeah.
To you.
To me. To everyone. To everyone who's seen it.
Hey, don't release that shit on the internet like y'all did last time.
No, of course not.
Who released that shit?
I wasn't even working here when I have no idea.
Did you hear about that?
What?
Yeah.
You weren't even working here?
I've been here for 5 weeks. You sure?
So he shot like a promo. He came in before Mario got hired and shot a promo, and then somebody like BET or somebody leaked it.
I know. I actually was here, but I was here working on it.
So let's
Disaster.
talk about the other stuff then. We'll get to that later. So I'm just going to go back to the stuff that we talked about in the other.
Yeah.
Okay. And then we get to that. Yeah. Everybody ready to start?
Yeah, that's bad.
Can you give me a...
All right, here we go.
Oh, for this. Yeah. So they're very close. Yeah.
Where do you think we'll start?
I'll believe this. No, I see it. Thank you. Okay, that's ours. Okay, now what? I'm not seeing it. Oh, I just told them I thought it was fine. I see. I think the one good thing is on the 78, the 3.2 gig, you have a lot of pushback. You get the issue is you got a lot of room on it. Anyway, we can do a lot of it. Right. You can't get a lot of it. All right, let's go. Eric. Yep. That's cool. I'm rolling. Yeah, how you are? Okay, guys, give me a second.
So last time
time when we talked about, you gave me a little bit of your background. Where did you grow up? What was Compton like when you grew up? Why don't we talk a little bit about that just to get us warmed up?
Okay.
Let me just move my chair up. So remember, you're going to be looking at me, and remember to try to speak in full sentences, right? I'm going to always stop you if you don't do it. So,
Okay.
So I grew up in blah, blah, blah. It was, my neighborhood was this.
Okay. I grew up in Compton. I moved here in 1965. It was all white right then. We was the first black family on the street. It was pretty cool. Then the blacks started moving in like 69, 70, 71. Then, most, hold on, let me see.
Sure.
No,
I think it's a computer, yeah. Check. I did. No, now you turn it on. It's off. Go ahead.
Okay, I grew up in Compton, 1965. Moved out there. We was the first black family on the street, literally in the neighborhood. So blacks started moving in about 69, 70, 71. Most families had both of their parents, pops and moms and pops. The neighborhood was pretty nice, pretty green grass, and all that. And the gangs came in about 70, 71. And our neighborhood started gang banging in 1972.
And what affiliation were the gangs?
It was Crips and Bloods. And our neighborhood was U.S. at first. Then they turned to Crips in 1972.
You were a good kid, you were telling me, right?
Yes.
Like you were a good student and all that stuff.
Good student,
How did you go? Tell me that, and then tell me how you fell in with gang activity.
I fell in with gangs.
Yeah.
Really, fell in with gangs. It was a fad around our neighborhood. I was a good student, but I still was a gang member back then. I used to be like the ball boy for Compton College, so I knew older dudes and stuff like that. That gave me more wisdom, whereas
You played ball with Sean Back, right?
yeah, I played Pop Warner football at Greater Compton, sure enough. His dad was a coach and stuff like that.
So you could do it?
Yeah, he was cool with it back then. He was like a year younger than us. Him and his cousins played on our team. He was twin. I went down all night and showed. And all three of them played on the team. His dad was our coach.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So at some point, you guys were tight, right?
We were just football teammates. Yeah, we used to go to his house. We went in the games. Go to his house, go swimming. We used to go to his other uncle's house. Donald house too. We go swimming. We were we win and stuff like that.
So, let me check my notes here. When did you first hear about death row?
Death row?
Yeah, about the label and all that stuff.
1990.
Just tell me in the full sentence.
I heard about death row in 1990. Before Suge was even involved.
What was your impression? Like, what were you? Is it true that you were somewhat involved at the beginning with them?
Yes.
Can you explain what that was?
Well, I did the footwork for the project. I really didn't think it was going to work. 2 years later, it came up.
So what was that footwork?
It was the footwork? Yeah. Just the footwork, basic footwork. Yeah.
We have it on camera. You told me about delivering the money and all that stuff.
Yeah,
expand on that?
The same.
Can you tell me about it?
I just did the footwork with the money part. I just, yeah, that's all. Yeah, but I can't tell you what I did for it. You know what I'm saying? But I did the footwork for the project.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I think maybe Wayne's calling. Hey, Randy. Can you check to see somebody from the reception is calling me? Oh, he is. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, you need to be in here.
Yeah. So he's not gonna come for him?
Is that gonna come for me? I'll go get it.
No, I'll do it. Let me just finish this thought before we forget it. Like, he can wait for a second. So what, without naming names, what kind of people did you do the footwork for? Without naming names, what kind of people did you do the footwork for?
The bosses.
Yeah, but just, tell me in a full sentence. I did the footwork for...
I did the footwork for bosses. You know, me and Cheryl got the same boss, really. Yeah.
And was it drug money?
Yes, yes it was.
In a full sentence?
Yes, it was drug money.
Yeah, so let me get we can step down. Yeah, I mean, well, how much time do we have in that? Okay, yeah, let's just keep rolling.
I'm talking about me. Okay, hey.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, I'm good. Good job.
I feel everything jiggling.
So he is in there talking to Duane.
He's not gonna talk if you're not there.
Why he do that every time I'm in there?
What?
He supposed to be in there with me, dog.
Just come in.
What are you showing?
Okay, go ahead.
We hear you may come in. Stick to that. That's right. So,
some bullshit, man. I made this happen. And he told my sister that, I swear to God, man. And she stressed me every motherfucking month for rent money. Because he told her that.
Just please come in. Yeah.
Yeah, I looked through over to her. I said, Shawty, I've been there, man.
It makes my life more difficult. Yeah, we're good.
He really crossed me. Nigga, no way in hell he'd even let that book come out. They would have been and said something about my brother. Hell no. They just showed him, huh? I ain't going, man. He hooked this up. Yeah, I'm gonna call y'all on it. In fact, I didn't even talk to him. I talked to him first about it. So, no, listen, I know we was already doing this house and all that, spending the night and all that.
Oh, you got out? He's talking to Tara, and Tara has to leave, so he's going to be here in 10 minutes.
Tara got to leave. Okay, I need to talk to her too, though. You know where she is? Yeah. What's up, man?
Alright, you just stop there.
I'll translate.
Where Tara at?
Yeah. Right, basically, yeah. But that's a huge admission from an OG from Compton with verifiable connections to say on camera, yes. Straight from horse. He's the go-between.
It doesn't have to be so complicated. It's like a fucking thing.
Nobody's talking sure right now because he's cut off, but no, they fell out. But certainly not after Tupac's here.
I'll get permission to get everything going, and then we can kind of figure out. We're good as a total right now. Sure.
Hey. Yeah. I have it. So I'll give it to you after. Yeah. I mean, I have to get it from them, but I can give it to you.
As soon as we get everything done today, we can probably
Well, I wanted to go to Vegas. And,
do the hero shot.
yeah.
Right after the hero shot. There's not much to worry, 25 G's, right? We probably can get it today.
I only have authorization for 5.
I know, but
We can talk.
I'll just take you on. If you need it.
Because I need the property.
But if you need, if you then when we go meet in Vegas for your hero shot, we'll just bring the other 26. That work? Don't want to get some good hero shots. But your check's
It's all good. Hi, Ashley. This is Mario Diaz calling you back. Hi. Good. Okay, cool.
I don't know why they're taking a break. I didn't hear somebody couldn't get in or something. I don't know. I have not heard his voice, but he didn't
Keep
say
going.
much
Keep
last
going.
night.
Didn't make a left. It was the wrong path. Hey there, how are you? I'm good. I'm actually, just wanted to call you back real quick because but I'm doing interviews today, so I don't have a lot of time. Tell me.
This one is going for lunch.
Yeah. How did that get started?
Oh, we had a place called Compton Hydraulics. My brother did, and they used to call up there and ask for lowriders.
Who did?
All kind of entertainers, movie people, and everything. So that's how, Batman from what's his name, Marc Houston. Yeah, he used a few of them called, yeah.
And how did you end up in the video?
I went up.
Well, a crew. Like
I never was in no video. I never put myself out there with that.
Was it in Orlando in some of the videos too? I feel like I've seen his face in some of the videos.
Not that I knew of.
But you guys started, when you started hanging out with Buffy and going to concerts, and how did that relationship start?
He called one night. Puff called one night and asked us was it cool to come out on the West Coast for his concerts. Yeah. And so Then he came. The first concert we went to was in Irvine at the Summer Jam. And then Suge was there. When they got off the stage, when Biggie didn't perform, Suge asked me, how did I know them guys? I seen he was kind of getting jealous then because Biggie had a hot record back then. Got it one more chance. And that was the hottest thing going on right there.
So how did you get on stage with those guys?
I knew some New York people that knew them. New York guys. Yeah.
So you were on stage doing the performance?
Yes, I was on stage with them, yeah.
I wanted to ask you how that works, because they call you guys up to see if it's okay to come to LA. What does that mean? For some of us who don't understand,
No, you hold on.
Yeah.
No, he would call to see if it was cool to come out to LA because he was scared of Suge. And, they had a beef. Some shit started in Atlanta or something. Yeah.
So did you guys offer him security? Is that how it went down, or?
No, we ain't no security guards.
You know what I'm saying? No, we just went to the concerts with him. I guess he was trying to be slick because we're Crips and his enemies are Bloods. You know what I'm saying? I guess he was being smart. But me and Shug were friends, so I used to go to parties. Everything was Shug. We should get parties and all the clubs, all that.
So at that point, it was still cool.
Yeah,
you still talk to Shug, no problem. You still talk to, you hung out with Puffy's people, no problem.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah.
When did it become a problem?
I guess when that guy, Big J, got killed in Atlanta.
Tell me about that.
The word on the street was his Puffy bodyguard killed him. Yeah, out there in Atlanta at a party or something.
And then I want to understand how, Puffy is afraid that Sugar's going to do something, so he calls you guys up, right?
No, he was having a tour that year, that BET tour, and he was just shit. I guess he was paranoid, scared. He's like, I guess he used the Crips. You know what I'm saying? That's shit. So he just called and asked, can we come to the concert?
Did you guys have a good time with him?
Oh yeah, it was cool. Had a nice time.
All right, so let's go through all the stuff we talked about last time. How many times did you meet Puffy?
How many times have I met Puffy?
Yeah.
Shit, I can't remember. It was so many times I can't remember.
Was there a specific time and place where you guys talked about him being scared?
Shit, at Greenbacks on Sunset.
What happened there?
Shit, you eat upstairs at the deli and you order your food downstairs. So me and them went downstairs and ordered a couple of champagne bottles. And we talked about it then.
What did he say?
What did he say? Shit, he was just scared of the guy, shit. That's all.
Did he ask you to do something for him?
Shit. Not really. Yeah.
He's nodding. He's saying yes.
Okay. Yes, he asked us to do something.
Can you tell me what that is?
I guess he wanted the big guy taken care of. Yeah. Shit. That's all in shit. I'm not no killer, so shit. I don't know why he was asking me. You know?
Right.
Yeah. Shit. That ain't my line of work. Yeah.
So, how did you meet Puffy initially? Was it through Zip? We talked about who Zip was. Let's dig in a little bit. Who's Zip and how did you meet him?
Zip. We played a baseball game at our park. It's a different neighborhood, and he happened to be their pitcher. Happened to be their pitcher, yeah.
And what was his line of work?
What was his line of work? Well, he was a pimp, and he get money in the streets. Yeah.
So what? Were you guys in business together?
No, not really.
He just tell me what he did for you in terms of the Puffy relationship. Did he connect you to him? Is that who introduced you?
Yeah, that's who introduced. Yeah.
So please say that on the computer.
Oh. Yeah, Von Zip introduced me to Puff. So I met Puff, yeah.
Right. Let me just keep checking my notes here. So once you knew what Puff wanted, did you look for an opportunity to, help him out with his problem?
Oh no, sir. I didn't need the money. I was well off my damn self. Matter of fact, he was just starting out, so my pockets was fatter than his. Okay.
Tell me about your life during that time. Like, what were you? You're putting in a lot of money, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Paint a picture of what that looks like. Like what was it? How much money were you bringing in? You know, how large were you living?
Do I got to say that?
You can give an idea. You know, you don't have to be like super specific to the dollar amount. You know, just give me a sense of it.
About 4.2 or maybe 31. Right in there, yeah. Wasn't mine, though. Yeah.
How much did you keep?
About 20%. Yeah.
So
that's how much I would make. Yeah.
So to you, the money didn't matter.
Yeah.
When things got hot in Vegas, and we'll talk a little bit more about that. But when things got hot in Vegas, was it about the money? You know, when you guys went after Suge and Tupac?
Really, it seemed like they came after us. Jumped on my nephew at the, yeah. Seemed like they was targeting us. Us.
No, that's cool.
Okay.
So, let's go back. I'm jumping around a lot. So let's go back to the Puffy thing. After you met with him at Greenblatt's, when did you see him again? The candy? Yeah.
Is that right?
He can hear the candy going.
Hold on. All right,
Either swallow it or spit it out.
Okay.
So after you met him at Greenblatt's, did you see him again?
After that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I seen him a few concerts and stuff like that. Yeah.
And was he still concerned about the beef with Suge?
No, not really. Shit, he had about 50 clips with him. Shit. And he hired some Navy SEALs too. So damn, I was like, damn. Yeah.
So just tell me the beginning of that. So Puffy wasn't afraid because?
Oh, Puffy wasn't afraid because he had 50 clips with him. And plus he had about 10 Navy SEALs in the room. Shit.
Right.
Yeah.
So, let's talk about Orlando. Who's Orlando Anderson?
Orlando Anderson is my nephew. My nephew, my best friend, and my son, everything. He's everything to me.
You guys did a lot of stuff together, hung out, chilled out?
He was a youngster, just graduated from high school. And, they jumped on him, 20-year-old kid, some grown men jumped on the kid. That's my nephew. You know what I'm saying? Seemed like he always picking on some kids. Yeah.
Did he become part of your crew?
No, not really. I would never put my nephew in a position like that to be part of no crew like that.
But he's affiliated with gangs, right? He's affiliated with the Crips. He's not. I've seen pictures of him flashing gang signs.
Well, shit, he grew up over there. That's the culture, Yeah, it's culture over there. Yeah, that's he went to school. That's our neighborhood. Period.
So what happened? I want to set the stage for what happened at the lobby of the MGM, right? Somebody saw him and said, "That's the guy who stole my chain," right?
Yeah.
There had been a previous incident at the Lakewood Mall.
Yeah.
Can you tell me what you know about that stuff?
Well, it was a football player. It was a guy, one of my little homeboys named Marcus. He was playing football he was going to play football for Arizona State. And we was up there to buy him some stuff to go play football with. Like shoes, go off to college with, send him off right.
You were there?
No, I wasn't there.
Okay.
But they was there to send him off right, give him support so he could be all right when he go to college.
It just so happened he rented 3 of the death row guys, and he was there by himself. And they was bird dogging him, talking shit to him. Death row, smart, pyro, and all that. So shit, he jumped off. Marcus, he wasn't no punk. He could fight good, and he was a football player, so he athletic. So he grabbed, he knocked the guy out, grabbed his chains. That's all. We ain't got no bounty on no chains. We don't want that little punk ass chain. You know what I'm saying? The little changes. Won't worth shit.
So so they started it.
They started it, yeah.
And who's Marcus?
Marcus, he was a football player from our neighborhood. He was just graduated from Dominguez High School, so he can play football.
And he was there that day with.
He was there at the mall by himself. Then there was 3 guys from Death Row there, from Mile Pyro. They was bird dogging, talking shit to him, woo woo woo, because he had on a little S hat that represented our neighborhood. So they was, bird dogging him. Just so my nephew knew happened to come up to the mall.
So he got involved because he saw what was happening, or how did he get there?
Or did my nephew get there? No, they was going to meet him up there so he can buy him some stuff. Send him off right to Arizona State. Good athlete. Play strong safety.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get straight. Like, they were together when they encountered the guys from Death Row?
No, Marcus was by himself.
How did Orlando get involved there?
Orlando and his Marcus friend, they just graduated from high school. They all friends, played sports together. They came up to the mall to meet Marcus so they could help him send him off right to college.
No, I understand that, but when the shit started happening, where was Orlando?
He was walking into the mall, walking into the Foot Locker. And Marcus seen his homeboys. Like, we're even now, motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? And Marcus just took off on him.
I understand.
Knocked the dude through the shoes, took his little change.
Right.
Snatched his change. Orlando didn't have nothing to do with that fucking change. Period.
Because I understood that there was like a bounty for the chain.
That's bullshit. What? $200, $300 change? Bounty. We didn't need that fucking change.
But, all right, so that's Orlando. We go to Vegas now, right? In Vegas, you guys go to the fight. Tell me why you went to Vegas.
We was going to fight, the Mike Tyson fight. We've been going to the fight since like 88, 89. Before rappers was even famous going to the fucking fights. One fight I was at, sitting next door to Mike Douglas. The MC Hammer was outside the fucking gate. I mean, trying to get into the motherfucking VIP section. So, yeah, shit. Yeah, I've been going to the fights. Las Vegas, yeah.
And you knew that Sugar's going to be there?
No, not really. I didn't know Sugar was be there. I seen Sugar the day before the fight. Outside in the lobby, he was in their Rolls Royces. And then, shit. I seen him there. He spoke to me and everything. If he had beef, he should have said something there.
So who were you with?
Who were I with?
Yeah.
Shit, few of my homeboys. Yeah, he seen me the day before the fight. Pulled up in his Rolls Royce. Yeah.
In Orlando, obviously.
Yeah, Orlando, I think Orlando was with us together.
All right. So the next thing is you guys went to the fight.
Yes,
right? The fight ended quickly.
Yes. Well, yeah.
Was it Mike Tyson?
Mike Tyson, yeah. First rounder, yeah.
And you went to eat somewhere.
Yeah.
Right? Tell me what happened after the fight.
We all sit in different spots of the arena. Then I told everybody to meet up at the cafe in the MGM. So shit, we all came from. I seen Tupac and Sugar and Duane in the fight. They seen me too. Shit, I went to the cafe. And then some guys, some of my homeboys from East Coast Crips came in there and said, Hey, homie, the death row dude showed him just jumped on your nephew. Oh yeah, yeah, that's what happened.
What you do? What you do then?
I went to look for my nephew, make sure he was all right.
And what happened? Did you find him?
I found him. He said he was cool and stuff. Shoulders kind of out of place. I said, "Do you need to go to the hospital?" Yeah.
What did he tell you happened?
He said he was rusty. He said Shug and Buntry and them just rusty. Yeah. Tupac.
Why did it happen?
We had no idea why it happened. I guess when the Lakewood Mall, I guess, but they seen us the day before. The fuck, you know?
So the day before you're saying that Tupac and Shook both saw you and Orlando.
I don't think Tupac is with him.
No,
but
there you go. Because what happened is, I mean, the way I understand this,
Tupac had a hot head and just, trying to take off with somebody, trying to be a gangster. I don't know. I guess he got a hot head for a crazy dude.
Well, he claims that the stupid necklace, that's the guy who grabbed the necklace off of his friend.
Yeah. That was a $300 necklace. Yeah.
I know, it's funny, right? Like, this shit is all over. About a stupid necklace,
Yes.
People die.
So,
what happened after that?
what happened after that?
Yeah.
Shit, went to the parking lot. Got on cars. And, had a little meeting. And our little homie said they're gonna have a concert at the 662 Club. So I was just gonna confront him and ask him why would he jump on my nephew. I'm saying.
I understand. And then what was the just tell me what the little conference was about. You had a little meeting.
What's that?
You said you had a little meeting. What was that meeting about?
No, we were just going to the 662 Club to see to Pac want to get out. You know what I'm saying? Since we friends, me and Shug friends, I just want to see if Pac want to get out. Because I'm quite sure my nephew would knock his ass out. So my nephew was athlete, really.
Okay. And then what happened? You guys went off. Tell me, with as much detail as you can remember, what happened after that?
Yeah, it was like this been like what 20 years ago almost. I'll tell you as much as I can. So we went to the store. We went to the 662 Club. Waited there about an hour. They never showed up. So we left. Started we gonna go party. So we went brought some champagne, case of champagne.
Wait, let's take it step by step. So you went to 662 to look for them, and they never showed.
No, we went to see what it was about. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to talk to shit. Because, I've been knowing him since I was 9 years old, shit. Plus, I helped him get his record business going, shit. You know what I'm saying? You bite the hand and feed you. Shit.
But so you went into the club, and he wasn't there.
No, I never went into the club. I just went in the back where they was going to come in.
Probably a good stopping point.
Okay.
I can go another 3 or 4 minutes.
Well, like JDA just said, there was a mix-up with the food, so we're looking at about 15 more minutes.
Okay.
But I can also give them their break and then bring it in 15 minutes. Get you just a natural stopping point and we'll break.
Good.
So this is it?
This is it.
Okay. All right. We'll take our lunch break now. During this recess, you are admonished not to talk or converse amongst yourselves or with anyone else on any subject connected to the trial, or read, watch, or listen to any report or commentary on the trial of any person connected with this case by any medium of information, including without limitation, newspaper, television, the internet, and radio, or form or express any opinion on any subject connected with the trial until the case is submitted to you. I'll have you guys back here at 1:30. Please rise to the jury.
Okay, going into the lunch break.
For the record, the jury has exited the room. Anything we need to address outside the presence?
No, yeah.
Okay, we'll be in recess.
There appears to be a lot in regards to whether or not Puppy Combs actually practically put the hit out, like, so to speak, if he's offering money to solve his problems. But there's a lot of hedging, and there's details, and there's a lot going back and forth with what started these beefs, back and forth. And Davis is claiming that, Tupac was wrong about who took the chain, and Orlando didn't deserve that beatdown. And so there's some obvious real bad blood there. Understandably so. Well, on that, we've got an afternoon that is still going to be recordings and possibly more testimony from. I am going to end this one here, and we will start another one and see you this afternoon. Have a great break.